sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth and wherever city you may live in. Welcome, everyone, to episode 168 of the VWU Sports Podcast. Hello, everyone. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JB. Doesn't matter what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner. I am being joined, as always, by my barkeeps and co-hosts. First and foremost, Mr. Brandon C.
Yep.
And, of course, we're being joined also by our HNIC and financial expert, Mr. C. Carter.
Uh-huh.
We're also being joined by our bouncer man himself, Mr. Zach George.
Evening.
And in case you don't recognize it, yes, today we are welcome to the month of April, ladies and gentlemen. Happy April Fools, everybody! I hope you got your laughs ready. Today we're kicking off the month of what we call it, the month of spring or the month of laughs.
Depends on who you ask. All I know is this is the month of showers, because as I said, April showers bring May flowers. So
yeah, it makes sense actually. But yes, this is the 1st of April 2025. But we got a lot to unpack here. So let's get the show on the road. Yeah, so we're going to kick things off on the dime and start off the festivities, as we got a lot to talk about here on the world of baseball.
And Jacob, there's a particular subject you and I wanted to bring up, and I've got you. The gods of baseball have looked unto the torpedo bats, and they have spake unto them and said, "Go forth, be fruitful, and multiply."
Yes, they have, because the Yankees may have brought them into the spotlight, but multiple teams have decided to take upon the blessings from Major League Baseball and are using the torpedo bats.
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, Reds, Ella De La Cruz had a field day last night. He had a single, a double, and two home runs.
Yes, it's not just the Reds who are using it. The Twins are using it as well.
Hold on, Jacob. Let me finish, because last night he had a career high 7 RBIs. Reds beat the Rangers 14-3.
Yes, and it's not just Cincinnati getting in on the act with the torpedoes. The Twins are loading up with the torpedoes as well. The Phillies are loading up as well, are bringing in torpedoes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically, thanks to the blessing of Major League Baseball, the torpedo bats are coming to a team near you.
Yeah, sometimes I know not too many people are thrilled about seeing all those torpedo bats, but hey,
mainly, you're talking to MLB purists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that obviously those bats look nice.
Because here's the thing, though. You may say, "Oh, they're ruining the sport of the game." You have to remember they are following the rules, believe it or not. And if I actually can, I will actually go look up the actual rules from the MLB rulebook.
That probably might take a while, but I think that overall MLB gave their blessings and said, "Hey, look, this bat is legit. Okay, bat is legit. Okay, fine." And then the Brewers.
It's just that if the Brewers are smart, they should have used their bats as well, because
I got it pulled up here.
Not the requirements of what the MLB wanted in the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I actually got the rules on the I actually got the rule on the bat. This is actually coming from the MLB rulebook, section 3, article 2 on the bat, and this is what it is. It should be made from a single piece of solid wood from like maple, birch, or ash, which are the bats are, and they should be smooth. It should not, and the width of the bat should not, the thickest part should not be exceed 2.61 inches in diameter, which they are not, and should not exceed the length of 42 inches long. And which those bats are not. They are actually following the rules.
Mm-hmm.
All they've done is put a bit of a funny taper on the bat, so that it moves more wood toward the logo, thereby extending the sweet spot. That's all
Yeah.
they've done.
And believe it or not, this also follows under their experimental models rules as well, because they actually brought their experimental models to Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred and actually got them approved.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually specifically mandated that any experimental bat models must be approved by Major League Baseball. They brought it to them, they got it tested, and guess what? They met their criteria, and guess what? They got the green light.
Mm-hmm. Let me also add about Milwaukee. Brewers pitcher Trevor McGee said to the New York Post, "I think it's terrible. I feel like it's something used in slow pitch softball. It's genius. Put the mass all in one spot. Might be Bush League. It might not be. But it's the Yankees, so they'll let it slide." And I said to myself, look, stop making excuses, Milwaukee. Do better.
This is
Thank
the
you.
same team that let away 47 home runs in the past 4 games. What's the excuse?
You mean 47 runs, not 47 homers.
Well, Milwaukee
You get
lost
the
last
point.
night 11-1 to Kansas City.
You get the point. They
Point
are
is
playing
there.
like ass. Yes, I know the season's early, but goddamn, 47 runs, 4 games in is a bit hazardous.
Yeah, it is. It is very much hazardous for the brew for you guys in the brew crew.
I think that the problem, and this look, Milwaukee is struggling as hell, and yes, we're 0-4, and I'm not ready to raise the right flag or surrender yet. But good God, put up a fight or something. You
Which
know,
I don't think kill it is that
The
some
Sox
of the
ain't doing.
people in that or in the organizations like, we already know about that. It's all in the science. And the one person that actually said that was a former Yankee himself, Nestor Cortez. So he knew. So he knows. And he wasn't bothered.
and just say he doesn't like
Also, the fucking White Sox are winning games.
Shocking! It's a bombshell. They actually are winning games. They're actually
Wait.
2-2 to start the year.
Wait, the burn barrel of the MLB are actually winning games?
You heard right.
Oh, I almost forgot. Last night, Sacramento, the A's have entered to Sacramento, and they got clobbered by the Cubs. They lost 18-3 was the final score. 18-3 was the final score. Major League Baseball arrived in this city along Sacramento River on Monday night, and it came bearing quirks. The clubhouse in Sutter Health Park, the home of the A's for at least the next 3 seasons, are located beyond the wall in left center field. The stadium holds about 14,000 people, and the designated interview room is a Karugic metal shed down the left field line. Good
Corrugated?
God, disaster.
Corrugated.
Yeah, good God, this could be a disaster.
It's basically sheet metal.
Yeah.
Allotment, or as the Brits call it, allotment.
Yep. These oddities meant little to the fans who filled the place for the A's home opener and first home game away from Oakland since 1967. The enthusiasm in Sacramento was considerable. Fans piled up outside the gates of this here 2-4 minor league stadium long before they opened. And there was a general feeling of disbelief that this was actually happening. The excitement, however, was no match for the game, which the Cubs won 18-3 behind 10 extra base hits, 10 walks, and a cycle by catcher Carson Kelly.
What the hell? How the fuck do you have your catcher hitting for the damn cycle?
Not a good showing on our first night here, A's manager Mark Kotze say. Yeah, no kidding. I thought the energy was great. We just played bad. You are not whistling Dixie, buddy. A's owner John Fisher, who did not attend a game in Oakland last season, was at the ballpark to hear occasional chants of "Let's go Oakland."
And sell the team.
Yeah, and see a handful of fans wearing sale T-shirts. Several others wore T-shirts or sweatshirts that read, "I'd rather be at the Oakland Coliseum." A spirited but brief sell the team chant arose after the Bombers 16-3. Geez. The protests were mild and muted, overwhelmed by a general delight at seeing the first of many big league games in this minor league park. Oh God, just think this is gonna be a disaster. This whole thing is going to be a complete and utter disaster in Sacramento. And you know what? John Fisher has himself to blame. John Fisher and Major League Baseball have themselves to blame at this point. I mean that's all there is to it. But welcome to Sacramento, MLB.
If never mind, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say welcome to MLB Sacramento. Here's your team. We're sorry that they got clobbered 18-3 by the Cubbies. So
But anyway, like I was saying, if 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 I were Rob Manfred, three things need to happen. One, we as a league buy the team off of John Fisher. Two, we relocate them back to Oakland, but while we do that, we also update the Oakland Coliseum because God knows it definitely needs an update.
And actually make a not only make it stop actually make it not a two sport stadium and actually make it a baseball only stadium.
Wait, what the hell is the other sport?
It was for football. It was for the Raiders.
played at the Coliseum. That's the kind they got Mount. Yeah, I was about to say that's the kind they had Mount Davis at the Coliseum when they put up the extra bleachers of seats that no one was buying. But I just think that's really unfortunate what happened. There's no need for us to keep on beating on this dead horse. I just hate that Rob Manfred let this happen under his watch. That's a pity. That's really, really a pity. Now, likewise, Tampa Bay also over the weekend began their playing at Steinbrenner Field, even though it's only temporary. Hopefully,
but at least they actually have some hope on their side.
Yeah, I mean the Rays had the Rays in their first homestand in at Steinbrenner Field, a 2-1 start. Naturally, it was playing against Colorado, but actually a 3-1 start because last night they beat the Pirates 6-1. Man, something has to be done about Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, but I just want to bring that up.
Again, I repeat.
Yeah, I think that obviously, just want to bring this up just to clarify. It's going to be a long season for baseball. For some teams, it's going to be even longer if they don't, especially for Pittsburgh, if they don't get any help from Paul Skeens. I swear that kid needs help. Just want to bring this up. That's pretty much about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through tonight's games because there's a whole lot of them.
Let's run down tonight's schedule for tonight's festivities on this April Fool's Day. It tells me there's going to be a lot of clown shoes for a lot of teams, and others they're trying to hope not to bring any laughs. Starting off, first pitch coming up in just under 30 minutes over at Lone Depot Park in Miami. It's basically an NL East matchup as the Marlins and the Mets are gonna do battle in
and two pitchers and two of their quote unquote aces are going to be showing up on this one. For the Mets, it's
going head
for the Marlins
versus Alcantara.
Sandy Alcantara, yeah.
Alcantara, thank you. Then rounding out the 540 matchups over at the Showboat, otherwise known as the Great American Ballpark, the Reds going head to head with the Rangers of Texas.
Should be interesting. Now, later on this evening over at George Steinbrenner Field, we got the Pirates and the Rays.
They're going to continue their series there. That's at 7:05. Also at 7:05 in the Bronx, the undefeated Yankees going to go head-to-head with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That's going to be very, very interesting to see. That. And by the way, that game's going to be on TBS. So
Yes.
that game's going to be very, very interesting to see. Now,
Yep.
2 minutes later, at the north of the border at the Rogers Center, we got the Nationals and the Blue Jays.
Yep, that's gonna be on for our local boys. It's gonna be on MASN.
Yes, sir.
Oh, by the way, when the season's over, the Nationals going to have to find a new network to air their games because
Because
it's the last year
MASN
for
is gonna be now just strictly for the Orioles.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Now,
Then at 7:30 over at the drunk tank, not formerly known as Mirror Life Field. The winless Brewers are going to go head to head with the Royals of Kansas City, and NL Central, a central matchup between AL and NL.
God, good grief! Look at Patrick's ERA, 18.
Yeesh! That's not pretty. That is not pretty.
ERA of 18 after 4 games. Good God.
Now over at Rate Field,
can we just keep it at Comiskey because it just makes sense.
We got the Twins and the White Sox. 2 teams going in surprising opposite directions.
Yes. Can we just call it Comiskey Park and just and keep it that way? I'm making a notion.
Yeah. I don't care at this point.
Yeah, the eyes have it. Motion passes.
Yeah, they might as well just be playing in the hole in the ground.
Fair enough. Also at 7:45, I'm contractually obligated over at a Busch Stadium. The Cardinals of St. Louis are going to go head-to-head with the Angels of Anaheim.
Who expected this start from the Angels?
Yeah, and the Cardinals, both 3-1 to start off the season. Very impressive.
Well, Cardinals
we can expect it from the Cardinals. That's what I said. We expected that from the Cardinals. We sure said didn't expect this start from the Angels.
Maybe they were brewing something and it actually took a couple of years to actually do it.
Yeah. Like I said, it took like a century.
Okay. Might as well take this one because this one's personal to me.
Go ahead.
Over at the juice box, I will not call him Dyken Park. And yes, I call it the juice box, but I actually know why Minute Maid they call it Dyken Park now because Minute Maid actually dropped out on the sponsorship. They actually said no to renewing the contract.
Damn.
So the reason that's why Dyken took up the sponsorship because Minute Maid said no.
Wow. Well, that's how that goes to show you. Giants, by the way, 3-1 so far. Not too
not bad.
Officially, it is permanently Dyken Park. Ain't nothing on it now.
Yeah.
So instead of the juice box, they're gonna try to call it the AC unit. Ew.
The AC unit, gee. Well, they do make parts for air conditioners. So, now over at Petco Park, we got the Guardians and the Padres. Hey, look at the Padres, 5-0.
Undefeated to start the year. That's impressive. But the problem is they're starting off with a guy who unfortunately is bringing in a lot of runs. Michael King with a 10.13 ERA. That's not good to start for this guy to start while you're undefeated.
Oh, it'll go down shortly.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Over at T-Mobile Park, we got the Tigers and the Mariners.
Tigers starting off stumbling 1-3 to start off the year, but the Mariners are in that same boat.
Hold on. Okay, Jacob. Let's see you go ahead. Let's see you start your season against the LA Dodgers.
Okay, you know what? Understandable. Have a nice day.
Now, over at the Sutter Health Park. I know I mispronounced that. I know I butchered it to oblivion.
It's Sutton. It's Sutton. 2 T's.
No, it's Sutter. Sutter.
Sutter?
Yeah.
Sutter?
Sutter.
Oh God, that sounds like Stutter.
We got the Cubs and the Athletics.
That's just a mouthful. Then rounding out the festivities over at Dodger Stadium. It's the tale of 2 teams as the undefeated Dodgers take on the winless Atlanta Braves.
Keep in mind the Braves are without Jurickson Profar.
Yeah, he's
out for 80 days because he got caught. Well, I think he was either being under the needle or on the pill.
I would like to say that would help them, but considering how they got beat, I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Fair
Who's
enough.
stopping this team?
Fair enough. Concerning the
good.
Dodgers are starting off undefeated, 6-0. Yeesh.
Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. Profar is being suspended for 80 games for violating the MLB's PED policy.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
got caught on the roids. That's crazy.
wait, is this with or without pay?
Usually it's without.
Yeah, usually it's with that. When you're bought for a certain amount of games, you're not getting a paycheck.
Yeah. It says that.
It's with this thing called HCG, and here's the craziest thing about that. There's one other person that got caught with that type of drug.
Manny Ramirez?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's why That's why we didn't see him for a good bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah. Profile tested positive for chloronic gonadotropin. Dang. A performance.
HCG is the shortening term for it.
Yeah. Thank you. A performance-enhancing drug, according to the MLB. So the start of his suspension coincided with the beginning of a 3-game series down in Dodger Stadium. And he'll be eligible to return to the Braves in June 29th.
Oh.
But as part of the MLB's Joint Drug Prevention and Treatment Program, will be ineligible for the 2025 postseason as part of his suspension. Jeez.
Yikes.
Now,
that's if they make it to the postseason.
Hold on, Jacob. HCG is a hormone that helps in the production of testosterone.
Yeah, human growth hormone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Before we continue, we do have to make a little trip to General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Freddie Freeman's going to be out for a bit. Because unfortunately, after the this is from yesterday, he had to miss their last night's game against the Braves because, well, he accidentally slipped in his shower and he injured his ankle.
Yep.
Brother.
Yeah, it was his surgically repaired right ankle.
Yeah,
brother.
That's why they have shower mats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, another
use
thing.
Use a damn shower mat, you damn spud. Anyway, next.
Now, I'm just gonna bring this out there, and this is on the Yankees. They brought in one of their old people, which in this case, I'm talking about Adam Ottavino.
And they re-signed Adam Ottavino.
And here's the reason for this. And I just saw this over on Instagram. It was said that one of the prospects, JT Brubaker, is in the IL. And another thing,
that's understandable.
Here's another thing. Devin Williams, their closer.
Yeah.
He's on the paternity leave.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations to him on becoming a father.
Well, anyway, folks, we're gonna go ahead and progress on because we still got a lot more to talk about. So let's head on out to the gridiron.
Flip flop.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know. Yeah, I forgot that basketball was supposed to be next, wasn't it?
It was.
Fuck it, we're live. Just go ahead and do it.
All right,
Fuck it,
we're live.
Oh, okay. Now I forgot to look at the menu. Now in the NFL, first and foremost, excuse me, their plans of trying to get the Tush Bruce got voted down. It actually was tabled. 16 NFL teams voted in favor.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Per the NFL's rules committee rules, you got to have at least 3/4 of the teams to say yay.
Yeah, it's NFL bylaws. It required a minimum of 24, or like you said, 3/4, so forth. A minimum of 24 votes to approve a change. So, and by the way, the Packers who authored the proposal, of course, naturally they voted. The vote came out 16-16. So
Dead even.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, boys. Sorry, Packers. All you're whining about getting rid of Tush Push ain't going. So do us all a favor. Use it.
Does it list the 16 teams that actually said yay?
I don't
No.
think so.
Now,
Because I'd be curious to find out about who joined the Packers in their little pity party bitch fest.
well, that's
I know a few teams who did it. In fact, one of those teams was the Buffalo Bills, who also successfully used the tush push. To that I say, the fuck are you complaining about?
Oh, exactly. The fuck you bitching for? You used it. The fuck?
Anywho, inside of the massive hypocrisy of people complaining about the tush push for player
Mitch,
safety, alongside the whole we're gonna have 18 games in a season, because of course we care about player safety, right?
Yep.
Proceed.
Now, the NFL owners, they also approve a couple of changes. I'm reading this from
One of them
ESPN.
being is a new overtime format.
Yeah, I'll get to that shortly. The NFL owners approved a significant change to the league's kickoff structure, while also authorizing an expansion of the replay assist program during their final session of their league meeting Tuesday morning. The touchback on kickoffs will be marked at the 35-yard line for the 2025 season. A move that league officials and special team coaches say will prompt a significant increase in the return rate. Wow. The new language reflects the original intent of the massive revamp the NFL instituted in 2024, when final negotiations resulted in a touchback spotted at the 30. That left many coaches comfortable kicking touchbacks in 2024. And the
Yeah,
league
which was believe it or not, the teams return to kickoffs, which believe it or not last year was at a roughly was actually 1-3, believe it or not.
Yeah. And the league produced a return rate of 32.8%. Denver Broncos special teams coach Darren Rizzo, one of the primary architects of the revamp, projected a 2025 return rate between 70 and 75%.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, just between 60 and 70%. This is per ESPN's Kevin Seifert.
Mm-hmm. The concussion rate on kickoffs last season dropped 43% from 2023. That shows how much they care. Now I mean that loosely, how much they care. Meanwhile, owners approved a competition committee proposal to add responsibilities to its replay assist program. The on-site replay official will now be permitted to reverse flags that are thrown for hits to defenseless players, along with fouls for face mask, horse collar, tripping, and running into or roughing the kicker.
That's good.
Those replay officials, however, will not be allowed to add a flag when an obvious foul has gone uncalled. Wow.
Yeah.
So basically,
Believe it or not, another proposal actually got tabled as well, and that was the Lions wildcard seeding proposal. Believe it or not,
yes, that has been tabled.
which
To
sucks
that
because
I say, honestly, I'm not mad at it getting tabled. You know why? Does it make a fucking difference if you lose to teams who have a worse record than you? If the answer to that question is no, what are we complaining about?
fair enough. Another thing that
by the way,
go ahead.
because I saw this on Instagram, all the teams who did say something about it, they all lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Another
The only
thing
one who didn't was Washington,
you
who ironically beat the Lions in the second. So, you know.
Another thing that the Lions proposed that unfortunately fell under the wayside was the defensive penalty elimination that goes to an automatic first down.
Yes, it wasn't approved for like defensive holding and illegal contact. Yeah, that wasn't approved. Now they also changed the overtime rule a little bit.
Yeah. Here's how it's gonna work. Because I need to pull this up. I need to actually get this. Where is it? Where I know it's
Each
on.
team will get one possession in about
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes. That's
Yeah,
essentially the
they're
rule.
slicing it from 15 to 10 minutes now.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention, both teams will get possession of the ball, regardless whether or not they score a touchdown.
Yeah,
Um, Now I'm pretty sure after both teams get the ball and it's still tied, that's the way how the game's going to end.
yeah. Um,
After both teams had their turn.
Also, they're going to be also introducing a new implement to help track first downs, meaning that the chain gain is starting to fade away because in
But
2025 they're going to be using Sony's brand new Hawk Eye cameras to measure first downs. They're going to be using 8K. That's right, you heard me. 8K cameras to help track the ball's position on the field.
yes,
N-
the chain game just go be there just for just to be on the safe side, just in case if the system fails. Um, but I think that this is nice to see the NFL making a step towards the 21st century. Just want to bring that up. Now, the NFL is still pushing for flag football to happen in the 2028 Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
I'm praying God it does not happen.
it,
Because
it could happen because
as much as I would love to see that happen, it's just all it is just nothing more than a money play.
mm,
Because I have nothing against flag football. I think it's awesome to have. I think it's cool. It helps kids understand the game, have and encourage teamwork and all that stuff.
hmm
Don't use it as a money play.
Well, here's what NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said earlier today. The idea of NFL players competing in flag football in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games has been a popular topic among the league's players and suggested that it was likely to happen. I've heard directly from a lot of players who want to participate and represent their country, whether it's the United States or the country that they came from. Wow. Goodell said as he wrapped up the NFL's annual meeting. Participation in the Olympics was among the topics of conversation with owners and league officials this week. Multiple people told ESPN as the NFL tries to work through the issues associated with players partaking in the games. Men's and women's flag football will debut as an Olympic sport in 2028. And its addition to the games come in part because of the NFL's full-throated, could have worded this better, support. Flag football is a key initiative for the NFL because the league sees it as a way of growing American football internationally. But there are issues that need to be addressed, including injury protections for teams and players and the Olympic schedule, which might conflict with the start of the NFL training camps in the late summer. The games are scheduled for July the 14th through the 30th, 2028. Excuse me. I think it's something that we'll continue to discuss with, not just the union, but also the clubs, Goodell said. I think both of those are things that we'll probably resolve sometime in the next 60 days. Okay then. So um just want to think about this for a moment. Because the NFL is pretty much trying to make a flag football league.
You think?
Um so and now they want to, participate in flag football coming up, in 2028. I can understand they want to try to globalize the game because I think we recently saw that each NFL club is going to, I guess, adopt a country. Because the
Oh
same.
yeah, yeah, to give fans. Yeah, they're gonna have international fan bases in Europe. Um,
hmm
yeah, they're gonna have a lot of teams in Great Britain, Ireland, Germany. Some teams in the I think like in the Netherlands. I think one's actually gonna be in France, and that's my Saints.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
yeah,
I'm kind of not surprised because, well, Louisiana,
Historically,
yeah, Louisiana is,
French. So
yeah,
yeah,
kind of, yeah, yeah.
we were French at once before the purchase, so I get that.
So that's totally understandable. So,
Even though even though at, if you break it down per acre, at least during the times, Louisiana was literally purchased for pennies an acre.
Now, sticking in the football, well, the UFL started their season
Yeah, they kicked off their
last
season,
week.
but unfortunately, they got hit with the football fatigue hard.
Yeah, I mean the attendance, especially in Memphis, was a complete disaster. Look, I said this on Discord a couple days ago. I love the showboats, but this is not working. You
Look,
know,
you have to remember, yeah, like we said, football fatigue. Football fatigue is real and it hurts. It hits like a Mack truck.
yeah. And for some teams, it hits like a brick, and I mean, hit like a brick real hard. But
Like a lead brick.
So, like we said, the UFL season is back, and then hopefully, let's hope that the attendance gets a little bit better.
Some tells me it will grow. It will grow. It's just that they just got to shake that fatigue
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Let me check the menu this time because next up, well, we got to head on off to the hardwood because there's a lot to talk about there.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Jamal.
There were several things. There was a few things you missed, actually. A big
Okay, what
one
did we
that was
miss?
missed.
What's
What
that?
did we miss?
The NFL is recognizing the AAFC. They
Oh.
literally
the
just
All-American
announced
Football
this
Conference.
earlier
Yeah.
today.
Mm.
Which,
Wasn't that where the Bills and the Browns first started?
Well, that's
Yep.
where the Browns first started. I mean, the Bills were in the AFL.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Browns first started. Yeah, you're right. And they were former champions, weren't they?
they were the only champions of the AAFC because they won all 4 of the titles. Now, I don't know how that's going to translate over for Cleveland because how does one determine their...
If my memory serves me correctly, it was the Browns, the 49ers.
The
No,
Niners were part of the
I'm,
AAFC. Yeah, you're right.
I'm still
the Baltimore Colts?
The first iteration of the Baltimore Colts.
And then the Buffalo
I could do,
Bills.
I could
Yeah,
do
I knew it.
with
Yeah,
the
the Buffalo Bills were first made in the AAFC before they went to the AFL. Yeah, you're right.
No. But I think whoa.
The Buffalo Bills were in the AAFC.
But I need to do my research. But
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they talked about that. They talked about that when they were talking about how every team got their name throughout the 100 years of the NFL.
So
Yeah, they did a video on that.
So
okay, then
I
here we
believe
go. I got it now. So yes, this team was this team was in this edition of Buffalo. We're talking about was in the AFL, but there was a different Buffalo team that was in the AAFC, and I think that team, folded. Yeah, I think that team. Yeah, I think that team folded. That's a completely different story. The AAFC Bills, they merged into the Cleveland Browns. So,
okay.
And there's no connection between the two teams.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, so that's what happened. The AAFC Bills, they merged into the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So there's a Browns coach who now has, I believe, 7th in all-time wins.
I think that was Coach Paul Brown.
Yes.
Yep. The 49ers of 1948 now have the rushing records ahead of the 2019 Ravens, which I find convenient but funny. So I don't know how the championship thing is going to go, because if you're going to acknowledge the 4, that would make Cleveland second in the AFC North. But that's really up to the NFL to decide how that works.
Wait,
most definitely.
AAFC is what now?
The All-America Football Conference.
When the hell was this?
During the 40s.
Early days.
Yeah, 1944.
Yeah,
And
right. Yeah, during the war era. Hey, look at me. Hey, our executive producers made it in. Welcome in, Jose Blanco.
yeah,
Hey.
happy belated birthday,
Yo,
Jose.
Oh,
Uh,
thanks.
Now, let me go ahead and get through. Yeah. By the way, the original Baltimore Colts, came from the AAFC. I'm trying to figure out what happened to that team. And then they did join 1 year before folding.
They joined for a year, then they folded, and then the second iteration, which is the current iteration that lives in Indianapolis, is started during the time of the during the time of the AFL.
Yeah,
fuck,
because
fuck you, Indiana.
well, hold on, because this team, yeah, this team that we're talking about, the Miami, were part. Well, yeah, that's right. They were part of the AAFC, and I think once they got they tried to get into the league, and they became the current Colts. So just want to bring that up. But
Mm-hmm.
of us talking about that. We do need to move on, because
So
we got a lot to talk about. We got to head on out to the hardwood. Now, before anyone says anything else, did you guys see the fight Sunday night?
Oh yeah.
oh boy.
So much so that a TikToker by the name of Boss, I forgot his last 4 digits, actually talked about this, and the first thing he said was, and I quote, "Brother, what is it with the Detroit Pistons and smoke?"
Mm. And now here's the thing. There was a game between the Detroit Pistons and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yep. And this was like during the first half of the game, if I remember
First
correctly.
quarter.
Oh yeah, the first quarter. Yeah, so this was early in the game, believe it or not, and this was in Minnesota at the Target Center.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing, because I also want to bring this up.
Yeah.
When this was on TV, now I know that whoever's doing the technical stuff, putting up on TV, who's getting ejected. Someone, whoever was typing that, must have had a very bad day, or he didn't
Yeah,
pay any
they
attention.
basically got carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, because the guy typed ejaculated for the place.
That one was in the sandwich.
Typo.
Yeah, it's about ejaculate. I said to myself, well, that person's going to look for a new job.
Either that, he's gonna be the ass of the joke. He's gonna be getting the butt end of the jokes for the rest of his life.
Now, back to the point at hand. 3 players from the Detroit Pistons and 2 from the Minnesota Timberwolves have received suspensions as a result of Sunday night's skirmish between the two teams. The league
Now,
announced today.
Yeah,
do
4
know
of them were
if you
getting
wanted
1
to the
game
fight.
bans, and one of them were gonna get is 2, which is Isaiah Stewart, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. What is it, Jose?
I know you're talking about I know which one you're talking about. I have looked at that footage.
What's the ruling?
No war zone.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone got hit.
No fists were flying, but it was just a push and then just words.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So,
Plus, a lot
there
of
was
people
talk-
came in way too quickly, so that already killed it.
yeah. So, Pistons center Isaiah Stewart received the stiffest penalty, a 2-game ban, while
Huh.
teammates Marcus Sessa and Juan Hollett II each received a 1-game suspension. Minnesota's Dante DiVincenzo
Dante DiVincenzo.
and Nas Reed were also hit with 1-game bans.
Yep.
In handing out the penalties, NBA Executive Vice President Joe Dumars, name should sound familiar.
Yeah, Joe
said-
DeMar is somebody who's been on the Pistons team.
Yeah, in fact, man, he was the Pistons general manager for a while. Yeah, he said Stewart received a longer ban because of his repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts.
Yeah.
Reading DiVincenzo
Get him in.
will serve their suspensions on Tuesday against Denver. Oh,
Hey, we actually got him in. He's not actually going to be trying to sneak in. Hey, kid.
No, hey, what's up? I'm
No,
here to cook.
what?
I'm here to cook a person today.
Well, I know in him we'll be a little late, but we actually, but no, we'll be here.
What are we currently on? What have I missed? What we're currently on?
We're talking about Sunday night fights.
Detroit to Minnesota. Loved it.
Yeah.
So both of them will be serving their suspensions tonight against Denver, while Stewart, Hollett, and Sasser will miss Wednesday's game against Oklahoma City. Yeah, the skirmish began with 8:36 left in the first half, so it must have been like in the second quarter of Sunday's game, with the Pistons leading 39-30. Stewart had received a technical foul just moments earlier when he bumped DiVincenzo hard after the whistle. Then Hollett was called for a foul as he slapped the ball out of Reed's hands near the baseline. The two exchanged words. DiVincenzo stepped between them and grabbed Hollett's jersey, and soon all 10 players on the court and multiple coaches and trainers were part of the scrum.
Yeah,
which
so
included
pretty.
Players falling into spectators seated along the baseline. Who get in?
Yeah, so pretty much, if I'm allowed to say it, and this is truth, here's what happened. When I watched the bump originally, on DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's going there to protect his teammate. I actually respect Dante. I wish most definitely. I personally hope he gets back on the Knicks team next year. I'm not even kidding you. That is a big possibility. It's been very rumored around the Knicks that they could retrade, or re-sign Dante, next year. But pretty much what's been going on, pretty much it's one of those where let me be clear, DiVincenzo is wrong because if you also he led with a forearm. Yeah. He deserves his suspension more than you can't lead with your forearm. He deserves his suspension. But I think the NBA have handled this right. But I need to say, I love this. I'm going to speak of the pundit here. I want to see this nastiness going into the playoffs. These are two teams. What do you call it? Minnesota and Detroit, even though different conferences, are live in the playoff hunt right now. I love this nastiness.
They're showing their gritty side. I haven't seen this much grittiness from Detroit in a good while.
Yeah, because if you look at the NBA playoff standings right now, I don't know if it's been talked.
Yeah, we'll get to those in a minute. But let me also bring this up.
I have a few things to say over that. Go ahead, Carter. I'll be right back. By the way, I'm just getting some food.
Yeah, the game featured 12 technical fouls, the most in the NBA game since March the 23rd, 2025. Dang. Many.
Wow, since March.
Now, as Hickey brought up, we are in the playoff hunt. So first and foremost, let's check out the NBA playoff airport. Well, let's first check out the playoff airport.
Attention all teams, if you'll please have your tickets to the playoffs ready as we're going to begin boarding momentarily. Here's my ticket. Nice to see you again, Boston. Wait. Really? Sure. Why not? Is there any chance that my in-flight meal this year could be the same one as last year? So sorry, but looks like we're all out of cakewalks right now. Dang it. Hey, how's it going? Let's see your ticket to the playoffs. Can I get a menu for the flight? Here's your kids' menu. We're not that young. Does that say Dino Nuggets? And I'll make sure you get a little pair of pilot wings. And maybe even meet the captain. You're lucky I like the pilot wings. Hey, listen, I know this might be a little last minute. Uh-oh. Can I add a pet onto my flight? Well, it doesn't seem like we have a choice now, do we? Gotta let him meow. It better not shit all over the plane. Oh, we leave the shitting the bed to them. What do we do? You have a ticket on you? Yeah. Here. You okay? Yeah, just not a big fan of planes. I mean, you could take the subway instead if you really... Hell no, that's even more dangerous. Sorry, did you say you're boarding? Yeah, for teams with tickets to the playoffs, not to Cancun. Oh. Ha! Oh, like you won't be on the same flight, Phoenix.
Damn! We got another person.
There's Grok.
Oh God!
Oh, he is the victim for later on.
And look what he's got. He's got a sweater on.
Is that a Bruins sweater?
That's a Bruins
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick.
Now.
That's
Who is that? Who is that,
Accepting it.
by the way?
That's Bruins.
Yeah.
I know that beat. I know that beat anyway.
Charlie McAvoy.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at.
Just
Now,
got the camera turned off because I'm eating pizza.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Now let's go to Evan for the playoff track.
Only 2 weeks left in the regular season, so it's time for another look at the NBA playoff picture. We start in the Eastern Conference, where as of today, the top 2 seeds would be the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Cleveland and Boston would get the 2 winners of the play-in tournament. Here's what that looks like. Our 7 versus 8 will be Atlanta and Orlando, with the winner moving on to face Boston. And our 9 versus 10, Miami and Chicago. Now back up to the first round, where our 3 versus 6 would be New York and Milwaukee. And our 4 versus 5, Indiana and Detroit. Now over to the Western Conference, where the top 2 seeds would be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. OKC and Houston would get the 2 winners of their play-in tournament. Here's what that looks like. Our 7 versus 8 would be Minnesota and LA, with Houston awaiting the winner. And our 9 versus 10, Dallas and Sacramento. Now back to the first round, where our 3 versus 6 would be Denver and Golden State. And our 4 versus 5, LA and Memphis. Think your team's getting in? Let me know in the comments.
Yep, that's where it stands, and we're just 2 weeks away from the playoffs, believe it or not. So
now, I don't know how to.
Can I say something? I know Jamal wanted to say something, but so I'll let him go first actually before me. If you want to say something.
No, I'll let you go first.
Oh, playoffs stay like this. Knicks in 5 over the Bucks. No cap.
Boy, you're going bold with this.
No, I said it in chat a few days ago. Knicks in 5.
He did say it.
The balls on this man. Bold as grass.
Now time to pull the Uno reverse card. Does anyone remember his comments last season when it came to the Pacers?
Injuries killed us.
Yep.
Look at what y'all are doing. Taking advantage of an injured Bucks team, much like the Pacers.
I agree. But I would have still predicted the Knicks to win the series in 6, even with Damian Lillard, though. But I'm especially... Listen, I'm being nice giving them the gentleman's sweep. I could say sweep. We just whooped their ass in Milwaukee without Jalen Brunson, who's going to be back. I could have said sweep. I'm being gentleman with it.
Well,
that also tells me how afraid of the Detroit Pistons you really are.
Yeah,
I did not want the Pistons in the first round. And also, can I make it clear? I think they are the team who could beat one of the top 2 seeds. I'm not kidding you. I'll tell you the team whoever keeps one. I am correct on this. It is whoever keeps one plays Chicago, or what do you call it? Chicago, I think, ain't it?
Well, you talk about whoever's the number 1 seed or the
East number 1 seed, the 2 playoff games.
The play-in game.
Cleveland.
Yeah, please. Cleveland will play Chicago or Miami, correct?
Well, actually, they had the guys set up is whoever wins the 7-8 game plays the number 2. The loser of the 7-8 game plays against the winner of the 9-10 game.
Oh yeah, I want to make this clear. Neither 1 or 2 wants to see Orlando. Because the Magic are a team that is good enough. We know they've been injury hit during this regular season, but they're getting healthy. None of those 2 teams at the top 2 want to see the Magic. I'm not saying they won't win the series, either Cleveland or Boston. Let me be clear. But I think the Magic will make it interesting and will at least take them 6-7 games.
So you're saying that the Magic would be a bit of a threat, but they need a little bit more pieces.
Yeah, I think the Magic are the threat out of the play-in on the East.
Now, as I was about to say, pretty much a little bit. I know. Jacob doesn't care, but the Pelicans have shut down Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum for the rest of the season.
Perfectly fair. Perfectly fair, because it's not like they're going to do anything for the rest of the season.
Which seedings can change around now, in a sense? What seedings that can change around now?
Well, let's see. Well, Minnesota and LA are tied for the 7 and 8 seed, and they're basically half a game behind Golden State for the 6 seed.
Well,
Basically, the 3-7 with the Nuggets and the Warriors. That whole thing is a deadlock.
yeah,
Back at the Clip.
yeah, and not to mention the fact that the Grizzlies are slumping. In fact, tonight they're gonna play against the Warriors.
One team I don't think they'll end up in the play-in, but can't afford it in the Lakers. Lakers can't afford to end in that play-in. I know they just beat Houston last night, but they cannot afford. They need to meet. Let me be clear. I think the Lakers are going on when they play Oklahoma City. I think OKC's coming out the West.
Well, they already clinched home field. They already clinched home court with their record.
Yeah, and also let's just be honest with ourselves here, because if the season ended today, I think the Lakers gonna beat the Grizzlies. I'm sorry. Especially after the way how they pretty much treated Taylor Jenkins and showed him out the door, and now the interim head coach.
They won't just beat them; they're gonna eat them alive.
I'll tell you,
freaking
sleeper team right now is the other LA team.
The Clippers?
Oh yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, the
Clippers. Yes, for one simple reason. They've been playing under the radar, and I mean this, and I know we always say, note it can all change within a week because of how fragile this guy is.
Yeah.
Why he's currently healthy.
He is healthy.
Here's the deal. Let me be clear. I know it can change within a blink of an eye with Kawhi Leonard. Gets hurt. He gets hurt, as quick as a bath bomb explodes.
Yeah, make it a little bit bigger, Jose.
Yeah, but let me be clear. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy in the playoffs, he elevates his game. Bit like we say, playoff Jimmy Butler. No one likes playing Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs.
That's why he's known as the Claw. He's not an Iron Claw, but he's still a Claw.
Yeah, and I think that another thing to consider about the Clippers is that, it's not just. I think I'm trying to get this straight because I keep on getting this confused myself. Because I know it's Kawhi Leonard, James Harden,
What's Paul George?
Yeah, Paul George is over Philly.
He's in Philly.
Yeah, he went to Philly.
Yeah, his season's over.
Which team is it? Which team is he on now? Westbrook. He's been really good this year.
Oh, yeah,
Dallas.
Dallas. He went to Dallas.
No, he's in Denver.
Yeah,
he's in Denver. Yeah,
He's in the Nuggets. Yeah.
He's been playing well for the Nuggets this season.
Yeah, you're right.
I have no genuine reason to give the Clippers any credit, though, because again, you have Kawhi, yes, but you also have James Harden, one of the biggest playoff chokers in NBA history.
Yeah, that beard has been suffocating him for a good bit.
And sometimes when he don't show up, disaster will follow.
Well, all I gotta know is somebody on that team better know how to do CPR, or at least the Heimlich maneuver. We know how this team likes to choke.
I think your real issue isn't even going to be Harden. I think your real issue is keeping Kawhi healthy.
True.
Yeah, but that's the story of his entire career.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So, anyways, let's run down the games we got tonight. We got coming up tonight. We got coming on tonight. Starting off, we got the games coming up at 7:30. On TNT, believe it or not, part of the TNT doubleheader over at the Forum and in Milwaukee. The Bucks are going to go head to head with the Sons of Phoenix.
All I gotta ask is why.
That's a horrible game for everyone watching.
Yeah.
Phoenix are the pit, and the Bucks are, let's be honest, decimated.
Yeah. All I gotta ask is why.
That's a rough basketball game for all parties involved.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
if you want to see another, well, if you want to see rough, go look over in the Mecca in New York City as the Knicks go head to head with the Sixers.
Well,
we should rest players. We should rest players tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's left of the 76ers?
We're near enough locked in as the third seed. We should actually have a game off tonight.
You should be able to
get a game off tonight.
Okay, don't press your luck here, kid. Good Lord.
No, I wouldn't even mind if we rest the team and take it out tonight. I don't think we're going to get caught with the third seed.
No, you're basically 3.5 games ahead of Indiana.
Yeah, so I would happily take a game off tonight.
You're just saying that because you don't want to play against Detroit in the first round.
Not only that, I don't want any more injuries, Carter. It's what killed us last year.
Yeah, and I'm about to say,
he's playing smart.
Again, it's like I said, You know it's bad when you fear Detroit so much that you're praying to avoid them. Because I said it before, Pistons beating New York is not all that crazy. I think it's
Listen,
doable.
I would pick the Knicks in 7, but I think we go 7 with Detroit. I think Detroit is the team that nobody wants to play in the playoffs. They're playing with house money. No team
And
wants to
they're
play against that.
and they're playing because they don't give a fuck about anything else. So you
Fair
happen to
enough.
be right in front of them. Good luck.
Which is why, to be fair, I do hope Boston finish 1. I want the Celtics to play the Pistons and get beat the fuck up.
Wow. Okay then.
Okay then. I'll remember you said that.
Listen. The reason why is I know Cleveland have been great in the regular season. I would rather have the tried and proven commodity hurting in the playoffs. We don't know if Cleveland's good regular season is going to translate to the playoffs, fellas.
You're right. We don't.
We know Boston are champions. They're the reigning defending champions. We have to give them that respect, which is why I would rather the Pistons play the Celtics.
Now then, over in Atlanta, we have the Trailblazers and the Hawks.
Yep, both teams are.
I expect the Hawks to clean up Portland.
Now, continuing on, over in Memphis, we have the Warriors and the Grizzlies.
Both teams are fighting to try to improve themselves in the Western Conference.
Big game for the Western Conference.
Yeah.
I have some bad news for Memphis. I do not like their chances against Golden State. Not with that team that they got right now.
I just want to point this out. That general manager of the Grizzlies, he's going to rule the day he gave Taylor Jenkins the pink slip.
Yeah, definitely.
You do not fire a head coach with 9 games left in the season.
I agree.
You know,
Most definitely.
You don't do that.
Yeah. Like something had to be going on.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. Also, continuing on at 8:00 over at San Antonio at the AT&T Center, the Spurs are going to go head-to-head with the Magic of Orlando.
Yeah, this is feeding season for the Magic at this point.
Yeah, I think that for San Antonio, they just want this season over. So many of their players dropping like flies. Now
the Spurs will be back.
Yeah. Over in Chicago at the United Center, we got the Raptors and the Bulls.
It's a lottery matchup. They're basically just fighting for draft lottery stock.
I wouldn't necessarily go as far as saying it's a lottery matchup because Chicago is pretty much getting ready to play in the play-in game. Toronto, well, they're bracing themselves to be on Uber watch. I mean, they got a snowball's chance in hell of catching either Miami or Chicago for that last play-in spot. We'll see it happen soon.
Fair enough.
I do believe the last game is in Denver at the Ball Arena. We have the Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
The second half of the
this will
TNT
be
doubleheader.
this will be a Timberwolves getting spanked because of the players being suspended. Nuggets big
because
tonight.
of the fisticuffs matchup that happened on Sunday.
I see that.
Nuggets big tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. All I gotta say is, Edwards, it's time for you to put on your big boy pants. You cannot throw a temper. You just gotta keep your mind focused on the game. Your team needs you. That's all there is to it. By the way, I just want to pass this along. I think we spoke about Damian Lillard being out for a while because of blood clots.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether or not he's going to be back for the rest of the season.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Now, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Wembanyama did.
Yeah, I was about to say Kevin Durant is going to miss a week because of his ankle.
Ooh.
So
that's not good.
This is why you use a shower mat, you damn spud.
No. This is different. This is different. No.
This ain't what happened to Freddie Freeman. This ain't what happened to Freddie Freeman. Different story.
My bad. My bad.
I was about to say Durant suffered the injury in the Suns' home blowout loss to the Rockets on Sunday night. And it marked the third time that Durant has sprained his left ankle over the last 2 years in Phoenix. And the injury happened when Durant stepped awkwardly on the ankle following a collision with Rockets forward Jabari Smith under the Phoenix basket. Smith was called
Jabari
for a
Smith.
foul. Thank you. Smith was called for a foul. Durant eventually got to his feet, but could not put weight on his left leg and was forced to leave the game. Now,
Oof.
Ouch. Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Hold on, Freddie Freeman slipped in the shower.
yeah,
Yeah.
we spoke
Yeah.
about this during the baseball portion.
Yeah,
Oh,
Freddie
good.
Freeman had to take.
Oh!
time
I've
out
been
for-
waiting for the baseball portion.
Well, you
everyone
missed it.
knows what
Well,
I'm
You
you
doing.
missed it. You missed it already. But I will be a cheeky little bastard right here. Watch him still beat the Yankees, even though he slipped in the shower.
No, you can be no. I got. I don't care if I missed the baseball portion. You all know where I'm going on.
Yeah, go
right
ahead.
now.
I know what it's about. Go ahead.
Oh, the fucking agenda, the smear campaign of certain people on social medias over the Yankees and the torpedo backgate in a sense.
Well,
Here we go, people.
Which the MLB already kind of shut
Approved.
that down to begin
Yeah,
with.
yeah, already approved. Yet you've got the fucking idiot on the. I'm gonna call him a fucking idiot. Steel Presidente, Dave Portney saying, "Oh, we need to ban the bats." Clone.
What the
No.
fuck off?
Cam,
Oh,
Cam,
Ice
Dude
Face
isn't
Cake,
even good
Red
at
Nose,
pizza.
Afro. You get where I'm coming from?
yeah,
Of course.
yeah,
That
I'm-
needs to shut up.
Maybe Rafael Devers could use some of those bats. He
Look,
needs.
Oh.
Well,
That
we already
dude
got
can't even
multiple.
hit-
we
Look,
already
look,
got
look,
multiple
look,
teams already got
look,
using
Dave-
those bats.
hit
Look.
a fly.
I got a special name for Dave Portnoy, which is English slang that I'm allowed to say because it also fits me. Dave Portnoy, quit being fucking spastic.
Well,
let me.
well, might as well
Yes,
continue the NBA portion.
Yes, I went there.
Continue the NBA portion before we get a little out of pocket.
Yes,
Yikes.
yes, we just got to just step back to focus.
Yeah, before I get too ignorant.
Now, a couple of first of all, this is interesting. Former NBA guard Mike Bibby is the new head coach. Let me make sure I get this straight. I'm gonna get this straight because I think he's yes, that's right. Mike Bibby's gonna be the new head coach of Sacramento State. So good luck in the
Nice.
college game, buddy.
Congratulations to him.
Duroc, what were you doing on the floor?
I was slipping away from the conversation.
And,
Fair enough.
And Trey Young, he's the assistant.
Went back into his Pokeball.
Yeah, I was about to say for Trey Young, he's the assistant general manager for the Oklahoma Sooners basketball team.
Oh, nice.
So very, 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 very nice, intriguing. All right, then.
Very nice. This is my wife.
Okay. We're gonna move on before we go completely off the rails.
Yeah,
Although
please.
something tells me we've already reached that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point where we're going to derailed.
5, nigga, 5.
Yep. Knew that was gonna happen.
Yep, this is a big one. Big one tonight. As we are now. We are
And
now.
I got it on my screen right now.
Yeah, I was about to
Yep.
say the game just got started between the Capitals and the Bruins.
Hang on, I'm going over.
Guys, I'll be
over to my
RB.
streaming site.
Okay.
Yep, the game is underway between the Capitals and the Bruins. The puck has dropped over at the TD Garden. Safe to say, it is a big time matchup for both Gurok and Zach.
I think it's a more important game for Guruk because Boston is just out there.
Hey,
hanging
they're
by
waiting for
thread.
they're done.
They're-
They're pretty much done at this point. They're just going through the motions right now.
They're just waiting for their Ubers. They're waiting
You
for their
boys
Ubers.
playing for pride
Yep.
at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because let me just check this real quick. Yeah, Boston is like
They're almost dead last in the Atlantic Division.
they're
They
almost.
have 69 points.
That's not nice.
Sounds
Yeah.
really nice. But then
yeah,
you look,
I
they have
was about to say,
lost, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
you're 8 points behind
six,
Montreal for that
Damn.
last wild card
eight,
spot.
eight
Damn,
straight
damn.
losses.
Yep.
Damn,
And we
damn,
lost to
my
Sabres
site does,
and Sharks.
Yep. I was about to say.
my site does not have the game. God damn.
Yeah, I was about to say. 8 is not the magic number for the Bruins. 8
ain't
points
great.
behind, 8-game losing streak.
8 ain't great.
No, 8 is not the magic number, but we'll keep a close eye on that game. See if
Yeah.
No, it's not the only game that we should keep that we're going to keep a game on because 3 others just started as well.
Well, hold on. Before we go to the games, let's check out the playoff track in the NHL.
Yes,
We got a little over 2 weeks left in the season, so here's another look at the NHL playoff picture. We start in the Eastern Conference and the Metropolitan Division, where Washington would be the 1 seed in the East, so the Capitals would get the second wild card, which is currently Montreal. And our 2 versus 3, Carolina and New Jersey. Now to the Atlantic side, where Toronto would get the first wild card, which is currently Ottawa. And our 2 versus 3, Tampa Bay and Florida. Now we go to the Western Conference and the Central Division, where Winnipeg will be the 1 seed in the West and your President's Trophy winner as of today. So the Jets would get the second wild card, which is currently St. Louis. And our 2 versus 3, Dallas and Colorado. And finally to the Pacific Division, where Vegas would get the first wild card, which is currently Minnesota. And our 2 versus 3, LA and Edmonton. So think your team's getting in? Let me know in the comments.
Current wildcard standings as we speak. As we hit the month of April, as we're getting down to the nitty and the gritty.
For a second. There we go. Now, over in the Atlantic, your top 3 teams are Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Florida. You know what? That's gonna be a very interesting series if it stays like this between Tampa Bay and Florida.
The Battle of Florida will continue. Honestly,
over in the Metropolitan, so far the only team from the Eastern Conference that's in the playoffs right now is Washington. Chances are they pretty much got the Metropolitan Division on lockdown because Carolina's only 9 points behind.
And then you got, of course, the Devils of New Jersey and the Rangers of New York.
Well, New Jersey's 10 points ahead of New York for that spot. But Ottawa,
anything can happen there.
That is true. Ottawa and Montreal are your wild card teams, but Montreal is tied with New York at 77 points. Columbus is 2 points behind. Detroit is 3 points behind. So
and they're tied with the Islanders as well. And then you got Pittsburgh and you got both Pennsylvania teams as well.
Yeah, I was about to say the Flyers, by the way, they fired John Tortorelli. So he's out.
Tortorelli out.
Yeah, he's out and done for. Boston and Buffalo, they bring up the real in the Eastern Conference. Now
over in the West, it's a different story.
Yeah, in the Central Division, Winnipeg is leading that division, but Dallas is making a fight out of it.
Oh, they are getting hot at the right time. With just 4 points right behind Winnipeg, so they are now in the hunt for the President's Trophy.
And Colorado 6th and 3rd. Over in the Pacific Division, Vegas leads that division, but the Kings trying to charge back in it, and the Oilers are right behind them.
Yep. Then you get to the wild card race, and that's where things get a little interesting.
Yep. Minnesota has the first wild card spot, and St. Louis has the second. Behind them are Calgary at 5 points back, Vancouver at 6 points back, Utah at
Nine.
Thank you. 9 points back, and of course Anaheim, they're like 15.
Yeah, 15 points. They're waiting on their Ubers. There's no way they're gonna be able to get.
They're still in the thick of it, but they probably might be getting ready to get their Ubers shortly. So the playoff race is getting very, very interesting in the NHL.
We're just set with what I think 8 games left in the race.
Just about. Now, we do have some games going on, and first and foremost, we have an update. Actually, the Blue Jackets and the Predators are doing battle at Nationwide. It's on
He's
your
on
side.
your side, and the Blue
Uh,
Jackets has already struck first blood, believe it or not. 1-0 to the Blue Jackets.
And also getting on the way, we spoke about the Capitals and the Bruins. That game is on the way even as we speak. Also over at the Bell Center in Montreal, or we have some folks who put in Montreal speaking French, Le
Le
Central
Centre
Bell.
Bell.
Panthers and the Canadiens are doing battle, and they just getting started scoreless.
Yeah,
Over
same
in
thing is
Ottawa.
also happening in Ottawa at the Canadian Tire Center.
So very, very interesting. Now, also coming up later on this evening, Fat Ben, at the top of the hour, we have
Well, hold it. You're missing one. Before that, in just about 15 minutes, over in Belmont at the UBS Arena, the Islanders are going to go head to head with the Lightning of Tampa.
Well, you must have different pronunciation than I do. No, because I know the racetrack.
It's Belmont Park, but it's still in Long Island.
Yeah, even though the city that UBS Arena is located is Elmont. ELMOE.
No, there's a B. There's a B.
It's
I know
Belmont.
it's how they spell it. It's weird.
Now, also, like we said, the Lightning and the Islanders. It's gonna be a very interesting game.
It's like how Foxborough Stadium doesn't have the UGH, even though they're in the subdivision of Foxborough.
So even though we still call it Belmont.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it's spelled with it. Sometimes it's spelled without it. It really doesn't matter.
Now over on the USS Enterprise, we have the Red Wings and the Blues.
Yep, that's at 8 o'clock at the top of the hour. At 9 o'clock, over at the Delta Center, the Hockey Club and the Flames will do battle.
Yeah, the Hockey Club is trying to stay in the playoff hunt. It's not easy, but they're trying to stay in it.
Well, meanwhile the Flames. If I try to get them, where are they? I know they're in the West. Here they are. They're trying to stay in the fight for the Pacific Division.
Now, speaking of the Pacific Division, we have a Pacific Division battle in our hands of the T-Mobile Arena. We got the Oilers and the Golden Knights.
A rematch of the Western Conference. I think the semifinals between these two.
Yes. Also, well, do we really need to say it? Over at the Honda Center.
I think we just ripped this off. It's battle Cal. It's battle of Cali hockey. But it's honestly, it's not really needed. It's the Ducks and the Sharks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just asking. That's all. And over at the Crypto.com Arena, formerly known as the Staples Center, we have the Jets and the Kings.
This is the matchup you really want to put cap and eyeball on, because both these teams are looking to get themselves some good spots in the Western Conference.
Absolutely. And by the way, all these games, they're being streamed on ESPN Plus. So take a golden opportunity and catch them.
Yes, and you can check them on ESPN Plus, or if you want to find where you can find them locally, well, you can look up there, because I ain't going through all of them.
Now, we're going to turn the floor over to Gurk, because since we are in the hockey portion, we have to speak about the NCAA Frozen Four.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So the last week. So the last week we had the NCAA men's ice hockey tournaments across the board, and unlike the other major NCAA tournament, there was actually quite a lot of surprises.
Yeah, we actually had some shockers.
Wait, we actually had some madness in March Madness after all.
It just happened on the ice instead of on the court.
Damn, boy! Ain't that a sumbitch?
Yep. So in the Manchester region, Boston College beat Bentley 3-1, while the defending champion Denver pretty much smoked Providence. And then the best team of the country completely went down in flames to Denver 3-1. So Denver looking to retain their
Damn.
form. In the Allentown region, number 3 Maine crashed out against Penn State 5-1. UConn, the tournament debutantes, they pretty much smoked Quinnipiac 4-1. But Penn State had the advantage and won 3-2. So they're on to their first ever Frozen Four. Meanwhile, so Fargo, and then in the Fargo region, Western Michigan beat Minnesota State 2-1, and UMass beat Minnesota 5-4. So both Minnesota teams went down in one night.
Ouch.
And Minnesota and Western Michigan took UMass out 2-1. And finally, in the Toledo region, Western Michigan completely flamed out against Cornell 4-3. BU. It was a close game for the first 2 periods against Ohio State, but then when the third period came, they smoked them 8-3. Was the final there. And then they beat Cornell 3-2. So the Frozen Four happening on April 10th. The first semifinal will be the the defending national champions Denver against the only ranked team left, Western Michigan. And then in the other one will be Penn State against Boston University. So Penn State, BU, Western Michigan, and Denver are your Frozen Four, and it is going to be crazy on the ice.
And remind us,
St. Louis.
At the USS Enterprise. So safe to say, Blues Country is about to get hit with a lot. Is about to be seeing some very unique prospects coming up next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So safe to say, best believe, keep an eye on that one next week for our boys in the Midwest.
Absolutely. All right then. Now, since we are speaking about March Madness, it's time for us to head on out to the college hardwood.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, after what feels like 2 weeks of hellfire and brimstone, 68 teams have started. We are now down to the Final Four.
I don't know whether to be sad or to be genuinely disappointed.
Well,
that's a good.
Say what you will, but for only the second time in the NCAA's tournament entire history, for the first time in 17 years, all 4 1 seeds, the top 4 teams in the nation, are heading to the dance.
Let's rip off the Band-Aid.
Yep.
For anyone who was expecting this to be more interesting, I do feel bad for you. But on the other hand, I have to say, good teams playing good. Ain't that nice? Ain't that refreshing?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Who in the hell had their bracket going this way?
Well, hold on.
I did, technically.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and first and foremost, given that there are no perfect brackets whatsoever, I mean, I'm pretty sure no one didn't expect all 4 number 1 seeds to get through, considering how much parity we saw during the regular season, how much upsets that we saw during the regular season. But when it really counted, all the number 1 seeds.
Cinderella decided, yeah, I don't feel like it tonight.
The stay home, the evil stepsisters got what they wanted. Got what they wanted. It is not going well at the castle.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Saturday.
This is not the bedtime story you remember.
No. Well, here's the thing. Saturday, first and foremost, the first game. By the way, both these games will be on CBS. The first game is Florida and Auburn, an all SEC showdown.
Yep. They're going to kick off the Final Four in San Antonio at 6:09 on CBS.
And then following that game, we got Houston and Duke.
I do believe that's an all ACC matchup, if I remember
No,
correctly.
Houston's in the Big 12.
No.
Okay, so it's basically ACC and Big 12 doing battle in the finale of the Final Four.
Yeah.
And
Down in San Antonio.
And then the winners of that matchup will meet, I believe, on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, on Monday night under the lights in San Antonio, where one of these four teams will be cutting down the net and hoisting the national championship.
Yes, let's just hope that let's be honest with ourselves. By the time this whole thing is over, one team is going to be raising the championship. The other three teams will have gotten hit with the sweet chin music.
Carter, you might as well play the song.
Yeah, I hit it. Yeah, you know what to do.
Oh, there's something tells me. Here we go.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
That's what three other teams will be doing.
They'll be hitting on the Copacabana and enjoying the ride after Monday.
Hey, look, that song is very fitting, considering what's going on right now. So
yes, indeed. And if you thought the men's Final Four was,
hold on, Jacob. Before we switch to the women, I do have some news from the men. I know that. Well, how can I word this? Because I know Zach is not going to like what I'm about to say. Maryland's going to need a new head coach.
Yeah.
No,
Son of a bitch.
No, excuse me. Let me switch that around because Maryland has a new head coach, Buzz Williams from Texas A&M.
We took a coach from Texas. That's tough.
Yeah. And so Maryland has that new head man. Very, very interesting. And he replaces he replaces Kevin Willard, who has gone off to Villanova.
Yep.
And
that hurts.
Yeah.
Yep. Now then, let's get to believe it or not, the men will be having their fun on Saturday, but that's not where the Final Four is going to be kicking off. It's going to be kicking off on Friday with the ladies.
Yes. First and foremost, for the women, firstly, we got to switch back to the men for a second. I completely forgot. Is it Squirtard? Because he's a fan of Tennessee, and here's his reaction.
Behold, the reason Kelvin Sampson still has a job. Not really, but Tennessee is the reason his job will never be in jeopardy. Yet again, like bread and butter, my Vols have engaged with a word all too familiar with them on the big stage. Choke. They choked so hard they gave birth to a coughing baby just for it to open its eyes to a hydrogen bomb. Houston didn't even have to motivate themselves because they knew who they were playing. They could come out with sunglasses and milkshakes in their hands the entire game and they'd still spank the Vols because it's hard to find a team more proficient in the game of self-mutilation than the Tennessee Volunteers. Once again, the lights got too bright and they paid the price. Completely identically to the football team. Tried to play shitty vanilla offense that didn't work, and instead of trying something else before it was too late, they continued the same thing over and over again. The three-point shot is just like running it up the middle. It works every time except for all the times it doesn't, which just so happens to be every time. Rick Barnes is old enough to be my great-grandfather, but he still can't see that if nobody can hit a three for the entire half, then maybe it's time to stop doing it. Houston tried to hand the game back in your favor through bad throws and ref ball, but you weren't having none of it. You just can't make a Final Four. It's against the law of the Vols. Chaz Lanier and Sakai Ziegler were the only guys who could consistently make shots, and even they were throwing it into the sun. Shooting less than 30% all game is a shit stat that even Joe Milton can't come close to. The exact same thing that happened in the SEC Championship. Once the lights got bright outside of Knoxville, we get sport ball IBS and reached the competence level of a preschool varsity team. This team seemed like it was destined for greatness, but I should have known better. If this is Rick Barnes' ceiling, then the Vols media will quickly turn on him. Hell, they probably already have. I can hear the "Fires right now. Nonetheless, in pure Tennessee fashion, the shit talk from the Vol fans online all week results in instantaneous whiplash. We're an everything school that can't win anything. 116 years of dribbling balls, and it might be 116 more before we even make it to the Final Four. I know it's a tough job to pull off, but next time, please try and show up when it counts. Losing in heartbreaking fashion shows a sign that you tried at the bare minimum. Maybe Houston will win the Natty now so we can have our yearly moral victory. Vitello, the ball's in your court now. No way the defending national champions will follow suit and choke it away in humiliating fashion. Right? Go Vols! Go Vols! Oh, damn it, I'm out of Seagrams again! Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Tennessee sports, why are you doing this to me?
Would you?
Damn, that's wow.
God damn.
That's
Squid,
crazy.
Hold on. Let me say this. Squid, would you like somewhere nice to lay down, and would you like us to get you something heavy to drink? We'll help you.
Isn't it funny that the only Tennessee team that's actually doing something is the Grizzlies?
Let me interject for a second. Cody, it wasn't a malice at the Target Center. Wasn't much. Yes, you missed it.
Anytime Detroit, look, Cody, I love you to death, but he keeps thinking anytime Detroit has a fight or something, he thinks it's 2004. I think that's where his brain is.
Yeah, so yes, you missed it.
Yeah, you missed everything.
It's lovely to see
After
that
never left 2004. What do you mean?
It's lovely that the only team in Tennessee that's really good at shooting is in Memphis.
Oh!
Hey yo! Hey yo! We're not going there. God damn it!
I think I already have.
Yeah,
That's a triple entendre. That's a triple entendre.
Yeah, let's just move on. Now over to the women, as Jacob's about to bring up. Here we are, the women's Final Four. It goes begin Friday in Tampa.
Yeah, and ironically, the women almost copy pasted the men as well. They almost had all four.
Wait! Everybody, wait! The Caps scored. Who got the goal?
It was Dowd.
Nope.
Fuck.
Still at 5. All right. So as I was saying,
Not yet. They were on and they were undermanned too. So
shorthander.
They were on the penalty kill.
So as I was saying, the women's almost had they almost did what the men did and almost had all 4 of their 1 seeds make it, but UConn decided to tell the Trojans, hey, do us all a favor and hold my Nuggets.
Yeah.
My Nuggets.
Second seed.
Since
Wow.
This is women. Suck my dick.
This Final Four to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, first and foremost, we have on one side, yes, we have another all SEC affair. We have Texas and South Carolina.
Yep,
Now,
or as I call it, the SEC Big 12 matchup, because I until they get another years in their belts, I will not call them an SEC.
Well, I know you don't like it, Jacob, but
I know, but I'm still give me a couple years until I can get used to it. I'm still waiting.
Now, this is kind of like the rubber match, so to speak, because remember, Texas beat South Carolina during the regular season. South Carolina beat Texas in the SEC championship game. So here we are.
Yep, this is the rubber match, and the winner will be going to the national championship on I do believe next Tuesday, believe it or not, or is it Sunday?
Sunday.
This Sunday. So we will be reacting to that on Happy Hour.
Now, also following that game, UConn and UCLA.
Don't worry, Matt is smiling ear to ear, knowing that his Lady Bruins made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I think that obviously couple things you have to
And
consider
this is
right
going to be
here.
a big test for the Bruins because we know the history with women's basketball in UConn.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what?
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta get. Let me just bring this up, gentlemen, because UConn, what a season! I mean, they made it to the Final Four again, and they're just simply just putting their boots and just start marching and stomping over everyone. And USC basically stood no chance against UConn.
Yeah.
So you gotta tip your hat out to them. I think it's gonna be a very interesting Final Four for the women. Very, very interesting. Brace yourselves because it's gonna get very, very good between Texas and South Carolina. And Don Staley looking to repeat as the national champions for South Carolina. So
Yep.
might be something to look forward to. Let me also bring this up while we're in the neighborhood. Couple of news to pass along. There's a report that Olivia Miles is going to forego the WNBA draft, and she's going to enter the transfer portal.
Yes. In fact, I think it's actually confirmed because she's actually going to be going into the transfer portal, and the reason, and I think from what I've been hearing, the reason why she's not going into the NBA draft, even though she could be the number 2 pick, is because of the fact that there's going to be a price increase for both NIL and for WNBA moving forward for next season.
Well, she did go into detail how come she's getting ready to transfer. She says it just changes every day. I love college. I think I've outgrown it a little bit though. So that makes my decision tougher to stay. It's comfortable, a place where you have security. She said after Notre Dame's Sweet 16 loss Saturday. The volatility. God, no, I butchered that. Is up and down.
Volatility with the WNBA.
Volatility.
Thank you. Yeah, it's up and down. So I don't know. I'm deciding between a bunch of factors. Now, Miles is eligible.
Ovi scored! Ovi scored!
We got it! Ovi goal! We're at 4! We're at 4!
Wow. let me just stop and just give Alexander Ovechkin applause. Because now he's 4 away from Wayne Gretzky. Let me just stop and give her an applause. Everybody, stand up and applaud for him.
I would stand, but I can't.
Well, okay, just I keep on
4
forgetting.
away.
I'm sorry, Zach. I gotta keep on forgetting. But,
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
Now, but 4 away, that record's going down soon.
Oh, yeah.
Best believe if he does it at home, best believe Wayne Gretzky is going to be there to watch the magic happen.
Let me go ahead and continue on with the story.
Wayne said he's gonna be there regardless. So yeah.
Miles is eligible for the draft because she has been in college for 4 seasons and is 22. She has a year of eligibility remaining because she sat out the 23-24 season after injuring her knee at the end of the 22-23 season.
That's understandable.
She returned to start all 34 games this season and averaged a career high 15.4 points on 48.3% shooting. Her
Nice.
3-point shooting went from 22.8% last season to 40.6% this season.
Damn.
That's a big increase.
Yeah, so that's
almost like a 50% increase.
Yeah, it is. I believe so.
That's very, very interesting. Now then, also let me also bring up we do have a championship, another championship that's being situated right now, and I know not too many people care about it. The NIT.
Oh yeah, the NIT, the not in tournament.
Yeah, So the NIT they're having their semifinals this.
Yeah, they're not
evening.
quite in tournament.
Yeah. Yep. As a matter of fact, going on in the first half, North Texas is leading UC Irvine, 26-18 in the first half. And coming up later, we got Chattanooga and Loyola, Chicago.
Loyola, Chicago.
No, he had it right. It's Loyola.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if you're interested in seeing the championship, there you go.
The NIT Participation Award.
Yeah. Basically, I often call this
Damn.
the junior prom or the honorable mention, if this was a science fair.
Wait,
Just
did you
have,
say prom?
yeah, prom.
Ew. You mean the thing that people choose not to go to?
I see your point.
Not wrong.
Stop there.
Hey,
That
yo.
is true. That is true. Not too many people go to proms these days. Of course they can't
I
can't
didn't go
afford
to, I
tuxedos.
didn't go to
So,
prom.
huh?
I only went to one, and it was ugh.
Yeah, man, that is true. Me, I wasn't that much of a party animal. I just went to a couple. That was pretty much about it. That's just me. Let's just go ahead.
Anyways,
Yes, let's just go ahead and get ready to shut down for the evening.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
What the fuck? What was he shooting?
He wasn't shooting. He was tap dancing.
Ahem. Someone please play
God
the
damn it.
dummy clip.
Dummy, yeah.
Hang on. We got so many. We have so many sound bites here. We have so many sound bites here. It's not funny. Let's throw it all the way down here to the bottom.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. So what?
All right.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here's something we learned. If you're when you're outside to get cleaned up, especially if you're a professional sports athlete, make sure you got a bath mat.
Yeah.
Use the bath mat, you damn spud.
And watch him still beat the Yankees.
If he still beats the Yankees, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Let me go ahead and get to some of the scores before we turn out the lights here in the bar. First and foremost,
Caps up 2-0.
yeah. First and foremost on the court, this game just getting underway in Milwaukee. In the first quarter. Well, this game's getting out of hand in a hurry. But the Bucks lead the Suns 15-5. I know it
just started.
Yes, it just started. Also, this game just started between the Trailblazers and the Hawks. That game is underway. If anyone's interested, it's 4-2 Atlanta. So, also now over on the ice, as you guys have heard, Alex Ovechkin is now 4 away.
4, motherfucker.
Yeah. I could just imagine Alexander Ovechkin at the golf course. 4.
God damn it, Carter. Somebody play the clip again.
Now, also, so the Capitals lead the Bruins 2-0. Sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl. You might have to take this ass whipping, buddy.
He actually got a hole in one on the golf course.
Also, this might get out of hand. Blue Jackets lead the Predators 3-0 near the end of the first period.
Damn.
Never mind. And I thought 2-0 was an ass whipping. Nah, we got that to worry about. Hold on.
Power play.
Huh?
Canadians and Panthers are tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah.
And who's on the power play?
Blue Jackets and Senators, and they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's gone.
Now, also, this game is underway. Hold on, gentlemen. This game is underway between the Lightning and the Islanders. We are not going
to power play again.
We are not going to announce the name of the city.
So.
Also, the Sabres are leading the Senators 2-0 near the end of the first period. So, very interesting night on the hardwood. Very interesting night on the ice. Let's see if Ovechkin can get one more goal.
If he gets a hat trick, then it's a foregone conclusion.
Well, he only scored one goal so far, but hey,
if he gets a hat trick, I mean, Boston's even deeper in the shitter than I thought.
Yeah. The boys' club might need to get ready to close their doors. That happens. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening.
A few more headlines to go through. Liam Lawson out of Team Red Bull. He has been dropped for Yuki Tsunoda after only 2 races.
Damn.
That's pretty sad.
Okay.
Lee has won his first ever PGA Tour title after winning the Houston Open. Iran and Argentina are into the World Cup. I'm not sure if we did the soccer portion.
No.
No, we
No.
didn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, and City fans, you're not gonna like this. Erling
Oh, boy.
Haaland got injured during the FA Cup. He's gonna be out for up to 7 weeks
Yikes.
with only
Yeah.
8 games left after this week.
Yeah.
I have a
You're
score
fucked.
update. I was about to say I have a score update before I continue. Nashville's on the scoreboard.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah, 3-1. Just want to bring that up. As I was trying to
And the
say.
first two World Capitals.
First and foremost, if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell.
Lads, it was good. I'm gonna head out. See you Sunday.
Thanks for
I'll
joining
see you
us,
later,
Zach.
Zach.
See you, Zach.
See ya.
Like I said, so we thank you so much for joining here. I want to thank Jamal. I want to thank Hit Kid. I want to thank Garrett. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. I'll be the first one to tell you, fellas. Here we are, April Fool's Day, April the 1st. Oh boy, this month is gonna kill us all.
Yeah.
Oh
April
yeah,
Fool's doesn't mean anything for me. 'cause it's a
especially
different
this weekend
story.
with the Japanese Grand Prix, some more golf, the Manchester Derby. There's gonna the Tampa Pro. If you like skateboarding, there's gonna be quite a lot. And the Final Four, of course.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Yanks are playing right now as we speak.
Let me check the
Ooh,
scores.
okay. Sorry, I
on the
have
diamond.
to cut in a little bit real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go into UFC. They announced that Merab Dervashali and Sean O'Malley a rematch for Newark.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me? There's
That's
a
a
rematch going on at The Rock?
Yep, 24 minutes ago.
Interesting.
Dana White
over on
announced
the,
this.
yeah.
2 title fights is going to happen.
Over on the diamond, bottom of the fourth, Marlins lead the Mets 4-2.
Make it end of the fourth inning. They're about to be in the fifth.
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 outs left in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, you probably right. We're going to the fifth. Top of the third. Yeah, we are going to the fifth. Top of the third, Rays lead the Pirates 3-0. Also in the top of the third, Blue Jays lead the Nationals 3-0. Middle of the first, we are still scoreless between the Warriors and the Brewers. Thank God. At least they're not gonna put. This ain't gonna let Kansas City put up 11 runs again. At least I hope.
I see the D-backs is up 2-0, bottom of the third against the Pinstripes.
Yep. Rangers lead the Reds 1-0. We are scoreless at Wright Field between the Twins and the White Sox. We're also scoreless at Busch Stadium between the Angels and the Cardinals. So a lot of games for you all to catch. Busy night in sports.
Yes, indeed.
So we hope that you all be able to catch all these
Just throw
games.
this out there too.
Huh?
Because I think he saw the Instagram post.
I'll check it out.
I'm talking to you once we go.
I'll check it out later. As I say.
So before I toss the floor over to Jacob, Jose, how did your 20th birthday win?
Oh, chaotic as usual.
Yeah.
Man, nothing about you surprises me anymore, Jose.
Yeah, I played Rubber Bandits and Pummel Party, so.
Yeah. Nothing about you surprises me.
I had a lot of fun nonetheless, so that's practically about it.
And there's one shocking thing that happened during his 20th birthday.
What?
Should I tell him? Here we go.
What's this about?
Your dad?
Oh yeah, I brought my dad over to my birthday party, and yeah, because it happened at a different house. That's why.
Yes, hear that story kind of brings a tear to my eye.
I hear that sarcasm. Shut up.
No, I'm serious because I'm serious because there's a whole lot of folks out there that never met their father, myself included.
All right, I think we're good. Jacob, take us out of here.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. What an interesting way to kick off the month of rain, because as everybody says, spring, April showers bring May flowers. And well, in the sports world, that's a different type of story, because in the sports world, we're about to wrap up the college basketball season. So, of course, the madness remarks.
Whoa.
What?
What happened, Brandon?
There's something else I forgot in the baseball portion.
What?
And Jacob, Jose Miguel, I sent you both this.
What?
Someone has retired.
Oh.
And it's
really?
the 2011 World Series champion, Lance Lynn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. All right. Yeah, cool. Well, congrats on a stellar season. On a stellar career. Go.
Oh, I see it.
Yes. All right.
I want to Vito back in pinstripes. I think you talked about that, right?
Yeah, we did that. All right. Yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways. Now we can go. Anyways. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as I was saying, we're about to wrap up the college basketball season this Friday with the women's Final Four, and they will have their natty this Sunday for us for happy hour, and then this Saturday, of course, it's the men's Final Four, and they will wrap up their season on Monday night under the lights in San Antonio. The women's in Tampa at the Amalie Arena, and then of course the NBA season is just about to wrap up their regular season. Same with the NHL, and from what we've been hearing, Gobi is getting closer and closer to Gretzky. He is now 4 away as of what we now know, but it might be chipping away even sooner if he keeps that stick hot in Boston. So you might want to keep that game on your screens as much as we do. And of course, the MLB season is just underway, so we'll see how much insanity is going to get out of that one as we continue our march to October. And of course, the NFL, well, they just revised some new stuff for this upcoming season, so we'll see how that pans out, But trust me when I say this Sunday, we'll find out who's going to be dancing in the title matches for both the men and the women, and who will be having a chance to cut down the net. So it's going to be one heck of a way to happy hour, to say the least. And if you like what you saw for these episodes, then please do us all a favor and subscribe to the VWU Sports Podcast channel, because, like we always say, it's a show made by fans for fans, and it's like we treat this as a sports bar, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And if you like what you saw with episode 168, then like this video and share it across all social media platforms. That being, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. We don't trust Instagram and TikTok for 2 reasons. Because Instagram is too toxic for us, and TikTok, well, it might be going away very soon. And if you want to be notified when we go live, like we say every Sunday for happy hour, and every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, on our YouTube channel, then do us all a favor and hit the bell. And you'll be notified when we go live for our upcoming videos. Until then, we need to keep our tracks up for what's going on in Boston, and of course all the MLB games and NBA games, and so on and so forth. Until again, for our boys Hit King, Jamal, Durock, and Zach, our executive producer Jose, and our barkeeps Brandon and Carter. This is JB. We are signing off. We will see you guys this Sunday for the 11th edition of Happy Hour, and we will see you guys next Tuesday for episode 169. Nice.
Never do that again.
Until then, y'all stay safe, and y'all say good night, everybody.
Bye.